So today I filmed this makeup look for you all. I decided to do something a little bit different today. I did purple liner, which is weird for me anyway, and for my eyeshadow I used the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and for my liner I used the NYX Cosmetics Vivid Brights in Violet. I also tried out the NYX Cosmetics foundation today, the Total Control Drop Foundation. So I'll let you all know how I like that foundation. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It would mean so much to me, and I hope to see all of you guys next time. Bye! Hey guys, so I've already primed my eyelids using the MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. Now I'm going in with this beautiful Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. Now I'm taking Peaches and Cream and I'm applying that all over my lid from my lash line to my brow bone. For my transition colour today, I'm taking the shade Georgia, which is a really nice pale pink colour, and just blending that out. I'm now using my favourite shade in this palette, which is Candied Peach, and it is a really beautiful orange toned pink. I like to place my crease shadows a bit higher because I have hooded eyelids. To deepen up the crease, I'm using this brown shade. This one is a more cool toned brown to the one I'm going to use next. I just wanted to build up where I want to make the crease have more definition, and then I'll go in with the next shade. So now I'm going in with that warmer shade of brown that I was talking about before. This one I feel like has more of a red tone to it, and I'm applying that over the top of where I put the last brown shade. This is my other favourite colour in the palette. This one is really pigmented and I love the way it blends out. It's an amazing colour. It's called Summer Yum. I'm now taking the darkest brown in this palette and I'm using my Eco Tools flat shader brush, and I'm just applying that in my outer V, and I'm really focusing it on the lower crease, and then I'm taking a fluffy brush and blending it out. For my lid today, I'm using the shades Just Peachy and Bellini and mixing those two together and applying it with my finger to my lid. These shades didn't pop as much as I would have personally liked them to. They're still really nice eyeshadows, they just weren't what I was hoping for. Using that same dark brown eyeshadow, I'm taking my Zoeva brush and I'm just packing that on my outer V. As you can see, my eyeshadow is quite messy, so what I like to do after applying eyeshadow is getting my Garnier Micellar water with a clean fibrella, drenching that and cleaning up the edges. Today I decided to try something a little bit different, and I used my NYX Vivid Brights in Violet for eyeliner today. I always usually use my Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper, but I wanted to make this look pop. Instead of using black eyeliner, I decided to use purple. I did find it a little bit difficult to apply, but I think that's because I'm so used to using the Kat Von D one and I'm not used to this applicator, but in the end it all turned out okay. I just cleaned up the edges where I'd made mistakes. I was also really happy that this eyeliner didn't crack at all. I was actually really impressed with how it lasted throughout the whole day. I'm taking my Huda Beauty lashes in Jade once again. I've been really disappointed with these lately. For some reason, whenever I go to take the lash glue off after I use them, the lashes keep breaking in half and I've had to glue them back together, and it's getting really frustrating. So if any of you have any tips on how to make that not happen, please tell me down below because they're so expensive. I'm just going ahead and doing my brows off camera again. I'm using the Ardell brow powder, which is my absolute favourite at the moment. Another favourite of mine is the Nip and Fab primer. I use this literally all the time. It is a lifesaver for my skin. I don't know how it does it, but it makes my pores not look so bad and it blurs out all of my imperfections. I was sent this by Nip and Fab and I always used my Too Faced one. Did not think I'd change, but this one has taken over by far. I absolutely love it. I highly recommend it. For my under eye concealer, I'm using the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye, and I'm taking this cute new little sponge from Eco Tools. I really like how this sponge applied my under eye concealer. It's not as soft as my Pro Beauty blender, but I like how it has a sharp edge, so when obviously I do eyeliner, it is really easy to apply underneath without messing it up. As usual, to cover all of my redness, acne scars, pimpled areas, I'm using my Ben & I concealers mixed together, and I'm trying out the new Eco Tools brush for today to see how I like it. I actually liked that it's a bit bigger than my other brush I use. It covers more area a lot quicker, which is obviously very helpful. For my foundation today, I'm using the new NYX Total Control Drop Foundation, which I was lucky enough to get given by NYX. With this foundation at first, I really did not like it at all. I don't know why, it just really got to me. I'm so used to using the same foundations, and it broke up over my nose and looked really shiny, and I was just not enjoying it. But then, once I finished all of my makeup, it looked flawless. I don't know what happened, but when I set it with powder and put my contour, highlight, everything on, it looked amazing. So I've been wearing it all the time now, but I don't know why when I first apply it, it looks not so good. So I would personally recommend to set it with powder, because that's how I like to do it. I don't know why, it's just how it works for me, but yeah. Besides that, it's amazing. I'm using my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in, I think it's NC25, as usual, for my highlight under my eyes, my chin, my cupid's bow, my nose, and a little bit on my forehead. I've really been wanting to purchase the Tarte Cosmetics Concealer because everyone says how amazing it is. If you've used it, please let me know down below. I have no idea what shade I would be. I've been trying to look online, but I don't want to get the wrong one because it's expensive and shipping, and yeah. So let me know down below if you have it and if you like it and your thoughts on it, and I shall try it out. I used the little Eco Tools sponge to blend this out. I didn't really like the bigger one when I did my foundation. I prefer the smaller one, and I like how it all blended out. I'm using my Chanel Cream Bronzer to contour, as always. Everything I say is as always. And I'm trying out the new Eco Tools larger sponge again. I didn't like it for foundation very much, but I really liked it to contour my cheekbones and my nose. Because it has the sharp line, it's really easy to get a nice specific line for your cheekbones, and obviously down the bridge of your nose, it works out really well. I didn't like it as much for contouring my forehead as I did the other areas. But yeah, that's probably what I will be using that sponge for now on. To set and bake my face, I'm using the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder, again with my Eco Tools larger sponge. I really liked how it baked under my eyes, and because it has a flat surface on the sponge, to set the rest of my powder on my face, it really pushed the product in, which gave me a really flawless look. I'm using my NYX Cosmetics Strobe Genius Highlight Palette, and I'm just highlighting my cupid's bow before I apply my liquid lipstick. For my lips today, I used this NYX Lingerie lipstick. I personally didn't really like the formula of this lipstick. It was a bit drying and it was a very thick consistency, and I just didn't think it felt very comfortable to wear. I did really like the colour of the lipstick though. I just probably wouldn't wear it again because I didn't like the way it felt. I'm just going ahead and wiping all of the excess powder off of my face. For my lower lash line, I'm taking those two brown shades mixed together, and I'm just sweeping it along my lower lash line about 3/4 of the way into my tear duct area. With an angled brush, I'm taking this beautiful purple shade and I'm just really packing it on mainly the outer corner of my lower lash line, and then slowly dragging in the rest of the colour towards the middle. I'm just highlighting the inner corner of my eyes and my brow bone with the NYX Cosmetics Strobe Genius palette again. As all of you guys already know, this NYX Cosmetics palette is my absolute favorite to contour with. It is absolutely incredible. If you don't have it, I definitely recommend going out and buying it. It's so affordable and on sale at Target at the moment, I believe. There's 40% off all cosmetics, so it ends up being like $25, which is so cheap. So go and get it while you can. You won't regret it. It's better than all of my high-end ones. It's definitely worth it. I'm just applying this blush from Tarte Cosmetics. If you guys are wondering why I always use this, it's actually the only blush palette I have, so that's why. And last of all, I'm applying this beautiful highlighter, basically drowning my face in it, and this is the finished look. I hope you all enjoy it. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys!
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun